My client just secured $108,000 in 0% business funding strictly through banks. We didn't go through any shady lenders. We didn't go through any crazy high interest rates or any MCAs. And today, I'm going to be showing you exactly how we did it. I'll be breaking down the exact data points that you need to replicate all of this success, and I'll review the 4 banks that we made this all happen. Plus, if you stick around until the end of this video, I'll be showing you some critical mistakes that could cost you thousands if you're not careful with this. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. If you're new to my channel, my name is Chess. I've secured well over 400K in total approved business funding for my businesses, and I help business owners and entrepreneurs just like yourself secure funding for their business. That's how you know everything I teach here is based off real world experiences, either from my journey or from my client's journey. Now, to all business owners and entrepreneurs with a 700 plus credit score, if you are trying to secure 50 to 150K plus in 0% interest business funding, look, this might be the most important video you will ever watch. Whether you're in real estate, you're selling digital products, consulting, or even in a high risk industry, everything we're talking about today will apply to you. Now, if you're a business owner with little to no capital and you're looking to fund your business in the next 30 days, keep watching this video because I'm going to be breaking down exactly how to make this all happen using a little known method called the credit augmentation framework. All right. All right. Now let's talk about my client's credit profile before we even applied for the funding. Now this client's number were a little bit different, but we still got the bag. And here's what his credit score looked like. We have 728 with TransUnion, 735 with Experian, and 731 with Equifax. Ideally, I like to see over 720 on all across the bureaus before we go for any type of funding. His credit utilization was a little bit higher than usual. It was 18%. I like to see under 10%, so we brought it down under to 6% before applying. His oldest credit card was opened in 2019, a bit more seasoned. I like to see at least 5 years of age before we go for any type of funding. His total credit limit was 42,000 across multiple cards. This is solid. Love to see. Highest personal credit limit was 15K. This is solid. I usually like to see at least one credit card with at least 10K in limits. So this is great. Total accounts, we had 18 total, mix of personal loans and car loans. So this works great. He had no derogatory, no late payments. So this is great too. Beautiful. It's a great profile. Beautiful profile. All right, let's get right into his business and what state he's from. So he's in the state of Georgia. He's been in business for 4 years and he's in the digital marketing industry. So we had a funding strategy before we go in there. We wanted to remove all his hard inquiries and also pay off 7K on his balances before applying. This made his utilization low and no inquiries on his count as well. Again, your profile does not need to be perfect, but it has to be ready. Now, what does ready mean? I'll let you know what it means. I'll break it down why this worked so well for him using my credit augmentation framework. This is the exact process we follow with every client before we go for high limit 0% interest business funding. So his profile structuring, we made sure his accounts were aged properly with the right mix of revolving and installment lines. His utilization, like we mentioned before, we brought it down to 7% across all cards. Lenders like to see under 10% and low usage with high limits as well. This is going to be a very strong for his profile. His limit boost, we requested credit line increases all his existing cards to improve the average credit limit before we go for any type of business funding. This is because there's going to be all soft pulls, so it's a free credit boost. Inquiry removals, like we said, 3 inquiries on the account per only 3 recent inquiries in the last 6 months per bureau. And our last step is to use our strategic stacking method, all part of the credit augmentation framework, where we timed each bank application with soft pool lenders first, then we moved on to hard pool banks where we have relationships with. And this framework is why our clients consistently get approved and why we're able to go for round 2 after already securing funding in the past. Now let's talk about results. We focus on banks with strong approvals records in Georgia, and here's why. This is because the client already secured funding from the usual big name banks like Chase and all the other banks in his first round of funding. So our round two of funding, we went with banks that are known to hit in Georgia and aren't tapped out based on his profile. So here's the banks that we went with. We have Truist. We had a 28K approval with Truist. We went with Synovus Bank. We were able to get 22,000 with Synovus. We also went with Regions. They didn't give us too high of an approval, but we still got 18K. We went to call their underwriting team to try to get a higher limit, so we got 18K. And last, we got American Express with 40K across two cards. And total for all this is going to be $108,000 in 0% interest business funding. No denials, just the right moves made at the right time. That's how we get consistent results, even in the second round of funding. And if you want funding like this, here's what matters. We want to keep our utilization under 10%. We want to get your credit limits above 10K where possible. So your total combined limits, we want ideally over $20,000 with at least one card with 10K limits. We want no derogatory, that means no collections, no late payments, none of that crap. A clean profile is king. And we want to build relationships with banks in your state, especially the banks nearby you, community banks. Space out new personal credit cards before applying for business funding. Ideally, you want at least 6 months, a 6 month runtime from your last personal card. Now, look, funding is fuel for your growth, not just something to show off. So don't sit on it. Use it to actually scale your business, create a plan, build a team, invest in the marketing, or even develop new offers. That's how real success happens in business. Now, if you do need one on one help to secure 100K plus in business funding, or you want it completely done for you, apply to join my mentorship or my Done For You program in the links in the description below or in the pinned comments below as well. This is CashflowChes. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.